Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel and all things related to food and beverages. This is the how to cook a vegetable chili con carne, and what you can see right now is I'm taking the leaves off the cauliflower and I chop it up into smaller parts. All you have to do is follow how I'm doing it. I know this is sped up, but for time I sped it up because it took about 25 minutes even with the preparation and putting everything in. So it's simple, just chop it up into smaller parts, and for me at least the cauliflower kind of plays a almost meaty side, almost like a replacement for the beef that obviously is not in this. You want to have a bowl to the side, put all of that into the bowl so that it's not just piling up on the board, especially considering you're going to be getting a waste bowl to the side as well to put wastage into it. And this is spring onions, simple, just chop all the way through and put that into the bowl as well. And this one was easy enough to chop up, no issue, and in. Now it's going to fall a little bit, but I got all of it into the bowl. Now we're going to be doing sweet potato, and again just chop it up into smaller parts so that it cooks better and easier, quicker, so the heat goes through it without it being chunky. As you can see here, just going through. Remember to watch your fingers when cutting. You don't want to cut off your fingertips, that would be nasty. Again, just add that to the bowl. And this carrot, just slice it up, and if there's some big circles, just chop them in half. Again, it's not hard, just watch your fingers. And at the end, I just took a little munch of the last part. But there you go, just chopping through the middle there and put it into the bowl that you're using. And now into the pepper. Now you should know, if you've seen the other video with the meat chili con carne, the beef chili con carne, how to do these things. And just watch your fingers, pull your fingers back, slice down, chop through them, then chop through the middle, put them into the bowl as per usual. I also used the secondary bowl because there was a bit overflow going on, so you'll see that in a second. After I've done this, I start using a secondary bowl. But again, just chop it up into small parts, put it into the bowl for later. Now, another bowl. Again, just easy. Chop them in half, and shouldn't be hard. Boom. Done and dusted. Onion now. Just take off the skin, put that into the rubbish bowl, and chop off the edges. Simple as that. Chop it down the middle, and then you can take off the skin easier. Not too hard, not too hard. Now you just slice off any bad parts and then just down the middles. Watch your fingers and slice it one way, then across. One way, as you can see here, then across. This is how at least I do it. There might be better ways, you can probably use machines and stuff, but now onto the rice. With the rice you just measure out how much you want. For me, I think I used about 2.5 cups, but you can do more if you're feeding more people. Or you can do less if you're just wanting one meal. You can do more if you're preparing a bigger meal for throughout the week. As you can see here, just making sure that the pan is coated. And now hot water into the rice, and I did about 4 to 5 cups, basically doubling how much you already have in rice. Now just look, stir, Himalayan salt, 2 teaspoons, that's what I used, but later I added 1 more pinch. And just make sure you stir it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And stir, obviously with your vegetables, you don't want them burning and getting stuck to the bottom and having a horrible burnt taste in your food. Just make sure to do that. And here is the seasoning prep beforehand. And this is black pepper, 2 teaspoons of that, and 2 teaspoons of Himalayan salt. And we've got garlic powder, 2 big clumps or 3 big clumps of garlic pepper, I think it was 2, yeah. And cayenne chili powder, and there was 3 of this, just to the heat that you want. Right, here's the chickpeas, you drain it, then pour it in, and just mix it around. You will see me add the spices soon and the sauces to the dish. And remember to mix your rice so it doesn't stick. Here's the sauces I am using. And then I will add the seasoning to give it a little bit more oomph to the plate. And here comes the prepped seasoning. You just pour that in, mix it well so that it doesn't stay in one point. It will overpower if you just let it sit in one point. But if you mix it in well, the garlic at the start will smell a bit stronger. If you mix it, it will start to settle with the meal. And there you go. This is the dish. Now the aroma was nice. Just make sure that you always stir so it's not sticking to the bottom of pans, unless you've got a non-stick. And then enjoy the meal. We will be running through what I thought of it in a second or two. Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel, and all things related to food, beverage, cooking, health, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. So this is the vegetarian or vegan, I guess you could class it. I don't know if it's vegan or not. The sauces, I don't know if they use something that's meat orientated. However, you could cook this with your own sauces, and essentially what I'm talking about is the vegetables in about itself. This is a vegetable chili con carne without the beef meat itself. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, that's a thumbnail and a half, that would be. Right, let's make a mess of this now because we're going to cool it down with the rice. So what we have here, let's try and remember. You'll see in the preview video of it cooking, we should have pepper, cauliflower, onion, spring onion, chickpea, carrot, and I think that was it in relation to the vegetables that I used. But basically you could use practically any vegetable, unless it's like poisonous or something. Don't use vegetables that are poisonous, or if you have an issue with it, obviously do research into what you're cooking. You don't want to just cook a brick and go, yeah, this is a vegetable. You know what I mean? So obviously I don't know people's health, and I don't know every single vegetable if some have a strong like a poison within it that you need to cook out longer or whatever. I don't know every vegetable on the earth. However, what we can do is basically add a lot more, and tomatoes as well. We can add a lot more to this dish, vegetable wise, if you wanted to, you could put celery in. I think it would be a bit pointless putting celery in, or also garlic, parsley. You could add a lot more, but this is what I used personally. Sweetness of the tomatoes, lovely. The garlic powder gives it a little bit more body, along with the chili giving it a little bit of a kick on the palate. Seems well seasoned as I've made, and obviously I'm going to big up my own cooking, but I actually honestly think this, if I didn't like it, I'd be like, yeah, that's not good. The brown rice has always got a bit of a bite to it. Just make sure that you cook it thoroughly. When I first cooked the rice and put it out and drained it, it was a bit hard to bite, so I cooked it a little bit longer. Generally about 20, maybe at a push 25 minutes you want to cook it for. Well stir it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And the same with your vegetables, make sure you always keep your eye on it. Chickpea, love the creamy texture with inside the chickpea. There's the sweetness of the tomato from the sauce itself. In fact, this could be quite bluntly stated as possibly better than the meat version. The reason for it possibly could be because of the black pepper that I used. I went a different route with seasoning, and I didn't use the Worcester sauce because I think I ran out of it. So, and I didn't use honey in this one. But again, you could easily try things different things out with this. Different salts, maybe the sea salt would be better. I used Himalayan. You can maybe use your normal salts, whatever you can afford, but this is what I've done. I actually quite like it. And not only that, but the amount that I've cooked should last for a couple of days, and you can preserve it, put into the fridge after it's cooled down. Don't put it in when it's hot, because it might mess with your thermostat, the temperature of your freezer, or your refrigerator. But yeah, once it's cooled down, you can store it or even freeze it. I would personally, I think that it's best just putting it in the fridge rather than the freezer. But a cauliflower taste a little bit overpowered by the sauce. However, you can still tell there's a cauliflower flavour to it, and yeah, with this it's almost like it's taking place of the meat. The cauliflower, just the kind of meaty, let's try and the kind of meaty chunk. So, I'm going to finish this off. But if you've tried this yourself and you like it, and you've cooked it yourself from the way that you've tried to the best of your ability, I used, following along with the video, I think I used 1 onion, 3 spring onions, a carrot, 4 or 5 sweet small tomatoes, a full tin of chickpeas, and a pepper. And that's you just chop that up, put it in, and that's what I used. Then obviously you're seeing pretty much the seasoning I believe I use two teaspoons of garlic, teaspoon or two of salt, if I'm not mistaken, black pepper, one maybe, and chili, I think it was 2 or 3. I can't remember, but you would have seen it in the preview how much I put in. As for the water, I put in a little bit more because I recooked the rice because it was a little bit hard. So I used 3 or 4 cups, but then I eventually put in a little bit more as I refilled the pan because I had poured it out to see if I should have really tested it. Well, I really like the taste. The pepper taste isn't overpowered. I think chili con carne is really good with a hard pepper. Like, not one that you can easily just sponge. If it's firm, the flavour of the pepper will come out. If it's softer, it might cook down a lot more. A little bit of a kick. So tell me if you're a reviewer, if you've tried cloning this yourself and reviewing it. And if you're just a chatter, a texter, and you haven't got a video, tell me your views and opinions if you tried this. Was it nice? Was it healthy? Have you been looking for a recipe where it's more vegetable based? Again, the sauces, I can't speak for the sauces, but if you make your own sauce, which one day we'll do down the line, you'll be able to make a vegan pure one of this. So chili con carne. So I'm going to enjoy this. Subscribe. Oh, before I say subscribe, check the links in the description. Join the Discord. Remember, 3 links a day you can put up throughout the day. But remember, it's 3 links, not 3 per video that you post up. It's 3 links, and it can be 1 link 3 times, or it can be 3 different separate links once each. And join the community. Whether you're a reviewer, you can post on the promotion page so people can engage with you and check your stuff out as well. And if you're a commenter, you're still welcome to join as well. It's not just for commenters, but not just for the content makers, but for the commenters if they want to engage and check other reviewers out. I'm trying to be promoting other people as well, as hopefully bringing other viewers to content to collaborate, and maybe their fans will come over and engage and watch my stuff and other people's stuff. Yeah, so we can all have a variation of viewers just circling the community, and yeah, it should be good. But anyway, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike the like, share the content, and all of the good stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to finish this off because it's beautiful. Until next time, guys, stay good, share the content, you know what to do, join the community.